Hi everyone, it's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is a super happy day, you guys. I have been waiting for this day for a very long time. The catalog, the big kahuna, the big annual catalog is now live. Yay! As of midnight last night, we could start ordering. Anybody in the world can order from this catalog, and I'm so excited to have all these brand new products. Hi Kathy, hi Karen, hi Carol. Thank you all for joining me. These products are now available, you guys, and I have a few of them. This morning, true story, I was up at 4:30 because I could not sleep. I actually took a picture of my kitchen table this morning. Made my coffee first, of course, always coffee first. And I sat there and I placed my first order from this catalog, other than my pre-order, because being a demonstrator, we could order certain items a month ago, but the rest of it, we had to wait until today. So I was super excited. I placed a pre-order, a big order today, got some free stuff. It is a wonderful day. Yes, it is, Karen. If you are a demonstrator, you know what it's like. It's the pre-order is exciting, but the day the catalog goes live, everything is ready for us to pick from. And you guys, if you are not a demonstrator, oh my heavens, Stampin' Up! Has a brand new promotion. You can sign up for your $135 anywhere across Canada. You're going to get to pick $209 worth of product during the month of May. This is so crazy that they brought in this amazing starter kit deal with a new catalog. So if you're sitting on the fence wondering if I should get that starter kit, oh my gosh, let me help you nudge you onto the right side of that fence, because it's the best deal, hands down. Even if you don't want to sell Stampin' Up!, if you don't want to be a business demonstrator like me, you don't have to do that. You can be a hobby demonstrator. You can buy that starter kit and enjoy your discount, at least 20% off everything you purchase while you're a demonstrator, and build up your stash. I know some of you are new demonstrators. Perhaps you have a big wish list. Maybe you want all the ink pads. Maybe you want all the storage compartments to put the ink pads in. It's all in here. It's all in here. And that starter kit is custom. Okay, so what I mean by custom is you put whatever you want. So as of today, you can take advantage of that deal and start putting things in your starter kit up to $209. And when you get to the till, they're only going to charge you $135. No shipping, no GST. It's like the best deal. You're going to hear me talk about this all month long because it's only available during the month of May. So what happens once you get your starter kit? Well, you pick your $209 worth of product. The day you pick your starter kit, usually later in the day, maybe even within the hour, you're going to get your demo ID. Then you're going to be able to shop as a demonstrator. So if you've got a huge wish list, pick your starter kit and then get your demo ID, then get the rest of your stuff at 20% off. Plus, you get to be the hostess. Not a lot of direct sales companies let you do that, but Stampin' Up! Does. You can get your discount and you can be the hostess, which means you get free stuff, right? So let me know, reach out if you want to take advantage of that deal. I would love to help you get started, and I would love to invite you to join my Ink-Sighted Canadians team. That is the name of our team. We have a fantastic group of ladies. We have a private Facebook group. We meet virtually quite often. Well, right now it's virtually. When the pandemic's over, I'm sure we'll do some live classes and live team events again, team meetings. It's so fun to get together and stamp. But right now we're having fun virtually, and there's always stamping, door prizes. Who doesn't love prizes, right? Mystery stamping that you can participate in, all kinds of stuff. I would love, love, love for you to join my team. There's no strings attached. You don't have to stay committed to Stampin' Up! Forever, but why wouldn't you, right? When they come out with new catalogs like this, it's an amazing deal. Okay, that's the starter kit deal. The other deal that they've announced is a host deal. So if you want to host a party, if you're just new to my channel, I welcome you here. Thank you for joining me. But if you're wondering, what is all this about? How do I get started? The best way to get started is to host your very own virtual party, okay? So you could reach out to me. I would do it all. I would post in your party. We can set it up as a private Zoom party where everybody can see each other and stamp together. That's the most fun. I can send you product where you and your friends can stamp together. I will guide you through your creative adventure. And then you, if your guests like what they're doing and they want to purchase, you're going to get hostess rewards for booking that party. It's a win-win, whichever way you choose. Okay, let's get started. If you have questions, let me know. I can talk for a long time because as you can tell, I'm super excited about being a demonstrator. It has blessed my life more ways than one. And I love to share it, right? Why not share your story? And this is my story, and I want to bring as many people into this adventure with me because only good things come from it, honestly, from my heart. Okay, so let's look at this catalog. I'm going to flip the camera. I have a fun card. I'm going to focus on one product suite this morning. I can open the catalog and show you pages now. I couldn't do that before. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me today. We're going to flip the camera now. Bear with me here while I straighten everything up. Here we go. Okay, there we have the catalog on my desk. Let's just pop this up a little higher here. And we'll straighten up. Hi, Linda. Hi, Darlene. Thank you for joining me. Yes, I'm still in my pajama bottoms. Did you guys catch a glimpse of my pajamas? I wear my pajama bottoms. When I'm working in my office, I like to be cozy. When I have to go out, of course, I put on pants. But if I'm here in my office stamping, another big benefit of being a demonstrator, that I get to work in my comfy clothes. Okay. Here's the catalog, you guys. So love it. It has, you've seen the cover many, many times. We won't talk too much about that, but it does have this is a product suite here, a brand new product suite in here. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, everybody that's joining me. Thank you so much for taking the time to pop in. Let's open the catalog. Okay, so I'm not going to go page by page. I'm going to just kind of flip through and show you some of the feature products. And then we're going to talk, we're going to make a card using one of my favorite bundles from this catalog. Okay, so they're talking about Take a Sip. This is talking about stamps, ink, and paper. This is the basic way to start stamping, and it's the most fun. You're just going to use your stamps, your ink, and your paper, and you can make beautiful, beautiful cards using the Stampin' Up! Products that they provide. Okay, so when we go through on page 2 and 3, there's our table of contents. You can look up when you get your catalog. If you don't have one yet and you've reached out to me, it's in the mail. If you're in Calgary and you don't have a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator, please let me know. I would love to drop one off to you or put one in my blue bin. You can come pick it up anytime you want. Okay, so they've got all the categories here: artistic expression, birthday, love, thanks, support, all occasions. They've got, then it goes on to talk about our colors. So let's talk about kits for a minute. So kits, they've done something different with kits. Kits have gone all online, so you will not find kits in the catalog, okay? There are some beautiful kits going to be going online June 1st. Right now, demonstrators can order them to get started, but you're going to want to get involved in those for sure. You'll be able to choose your kits. That's what this means here. You can choose your kits at stampinup.ca/kits, and it will be based on availability. So you can go and take a look at the kits that'll be available. Paper Pumpkin, huge fan of Paper Pumpkin. If you don't know about Paper Pumpkin yet, you definitely want to get on that. It's a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 12-month subscription. You can go month to month, and I love Paper Pumpkin, and you'll see me talk about that more in the upcoming months. I am going to be doing some Paper Pumpkin promotions coming up. Okay, so we've got different product suites. I won't go into all of them here. I want to show you there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, literally, of new stamp sets. The one I want to feature today, because you know me, I like to jump into a product suite and show you all of the things that are in the suite so that I can really get into it, right? So there's not enough time to show you every single suite, but as they come along through my door, I promise you I will show you all of the features. This is the one I want to focus on today. Sweet Pansy Petals is absolutely gorgeous. You may have seen some of this, a sneak peek on Pinterest. It is fantastic. We could order this a month ago, so some of us have been playing with it. And I have been playing with it, and I fell in love. Every card I make with this, I fall deeper in love with this whole suite. So I want to showcase that one today. And that one's on page 28. Let me just put I'm just going to put my little blending brush there. And I'm going to flip to the back of the catalog here because I want to, before I start my card, I want to show you another thing that I'm super, super excited about. And that is all of the designer series paper. On page 130, it starts, okay? So we have all of our designer series paper here featured. You can see all the beautiful colors and patterns. And if you are a fan of designer series paper like I am, you're going to want to be involved in my paper share, where you will get either your choice of 6x6 or 6x12 of each pattern, okay? So you'll get a little tasting of each of those papers. If you are interested in being in my paper share, please reach out to me. I did place an order this morning. I am going to be placing more orders for paper, and you will get a sampling of all of the papers, as well as we have new specialty papers. They are coming. Oh my heavens, they are so gorgeous. We have the gold and rose gold and rose gold metallic specialty paper. We have in color shimmer vellum, ombre specialty paper. There's a lot of really fun specialty papers that are now available to order. We have new packaging. I'll get into that as I get my order. I will show you all of this stuff. So we have new ribbons, new embellishments. Oh, this part of the catalog makes me so happy. It makes my heart sing. All of these new embellishments here, wherever you see a little red N in the catalog, that indicates a brand new product, okay? So that's the where those types of things are. They're at the back of the catalog. And I also want to point out to you our colors, okay? So we have our in-color collection down here at the bottom. We have our brand new in-colors. You definitely want to grab the, if you wanted to be in my in-color club, I talked about that yesterday. I'm super excited about the in-color club. This is the best way to get all of these colors. It's a 5-month commitment. Every single month you will get one color, okay? But you're going to get all the products for that color. You're going to get the ink pad, it's pictured here. You're going to get the ink pad, the refill, the blends. You're going to get 2 yards of the ribbon. You're going to get 8 sheets of the designer series paper and 2 make and take projects that we will be doing together. And I'm super excited about this club. If you're interested in that, please reach out and let me know. And it's a great way to get 1 color per month. By the end of the 5 months, you'll have all of the products that you see here in the picture. And it's a great way to get your products. Okay. Hi, Lorraine. Good morning. Oh, happy day indeed. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited today. I am going to stop this and go to my blending brush up here, which I used as my little page marker. We're going to talk about Pansy Petals today. Okay. Pansy Petals just knocked it out of the park. When I saw this on the pre-order and I got mine in person, I was just blown away. Okay. So let me share with you. It's on page 28 and 29 of the catalog, but let's bring in the real stuff here. So we have a stamp set, of course, that looks like this. It's called Pansy Patch. You get all of these stamps and they're photopolymer, which I love, love, love because you can see right through and you can stamp on your pieces. Stampin' Up! Has done something brand new, and I love that they've done this. You know how when you get your photopolymer, it comes on like a really hard piece of plastic, and there's like a little flimsy piece of plastic, and you're always having to pull that piece off and pull it back on. Well, now what they've done is they've taken the insert and they've put the images on the back of the insert. Okay, so when that's inside your case like this, you have a spot to put all of your stamps. So you don't have to worry about all that flimsy plastic anymore. You can just put your stamps right onto the block, okay, or onto the case. So see, I can just peel it up like that, and then once I clean it, I can put it back, and it just keeps everything nice and neat and tidy. I also bought, of course, you have to get the dies to go with it, right? These are the Pansy Patch die. No, sorry, these are just called Pansy dies. So the stamp set is called Pansy Patch, and the dies are called Pansy dies. There's 21 dies in this set, you guys, and I had some questions from some people about, are they detailed? Are they hard to get out? They are super easy to use, really, really nice. The cardstock pops out of them. We've got accents here for the leaves. We've got our outlines to do our stamping here. So I've already cut out some of these we're going to use today, and I want to show you. You guys know that Stampin' Up! Always does amazing things with designer series paper. So what they've done, this designer series paper, this is our Pansy designer series paper, and I've got it here. I want to show you the sheets. But what I love that they do all the time is they take the dies and they match them with the paper. So we can cut out these pansies. We can cut out the large ones. We can cut out the small ones. You know, it's just so beautiful to be able to do that in case you're in a hurry and you want to make a card and you don't have time to pull out your stamps. You can cut these, or you can sit down and cut them ahead of time and have them ready to go to make cards. So this pattern paper coordinates with these two dies. Let's look at the paper. So we've got, this one is a beautiful, beautiful sheet. I love it. I mean, I don't want to chop it, but of course, the beauty of being able to order from this catalog for a whole year is that we can love it, chop it, right? We can love this paper, we can chop it, we can use it, because guess what? We have this paper for a whole year, whole entire year, so we can make lots of things. Let's look at the flip side. The flip side of this one has this beautiful Calypso Coral pattern with the Pale Papaya, which is one of our new in colors, little polka dots. I'm just going to show you one sheet of each design, but you do get two in a package. You get 12 sheets. Look at this one. I love it. It's got the little tiny posies in it, and it's got all of our in colors are in this paper. We've got the soft succulent. In the background, you can see that's the evening evergreen coming through there. So pretty. I mean, I could sit and just look at these beautiful flowers all day. The flip side of this one has our bumblebee background, and that is gorgeous. Look at this one. It has the blooms going this way, and I was sitting here looking at my dies before I went live, and I was like, I wonder if these can be cut out with the dies, and yes, indeed they can. There's a die here, a small one, and I'll show you on the camera. You can go ahead and put that right on top of your blooms, and you can cut out all of the pansies from this paper also. So Stampin' Up! Does their homework. They know what we want. The back side of this one has the Pale Papaya gingham, the beautiful plaid pattern. And then we've got the leaves that are in 3 colors. We've got Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and the Soft Seafoam. And you guessed it, there is a die that will cut out the leaves. 2 dies, actually, that will cut out the leaves. Let me see, where's my other one here? This one. Oh, no, it's this one. Okay, so we've got one that cuts out the leaf going this way, and then there's another one that cuts out the leaf, this leaf right there. See that? So you can cut out your leaves out of your paper. And the flip side of this one is the beautiful soft succulent pattern paper, the plaid. This one here, I know I've used this on a card recently, and I did show you this, but I want to show you today just in case we have new people with us. This is another one with the small detailed blooms. And the flip side of this one has our new Fresh Freesia. So we've got a bunch of these different patterns here. We've got Fresh Freesia, the soft succulent, and then we also had the Pale Papaya. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love, love, love that pattern. Okay, the last page in our package is this one, which is just a smaller, some smaller prints, make great background pages. And then we've got some stripes here, which you could use this on masculine cards. Actually, any of these patterns could be used on baby cards, masculine cards. It's not just feminine floral, right? I love that. And this one has our Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and the Seafoam as well. Okay, so those are the papers that match this suite. So let's make a card with this one. So I'm just going to put this off to the side, and we're going to bring in some ink. We're going to bring in some matching ink. We've got Pale Papaya, Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, and then Calypso Coral. I mentioned yesterday, I love how they put the Calypso Coral into this sweet to tie in some regular colors from our annual catalog, right? So let's just, whoop, my magnetic sheet sticking on here. So I'm just going to move my magnets off to the side. My stamps, I'm going to need those close by. And for my card today, I have, bring in my pieces. I've cut a piece out of basic white. This is using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I love this little scallop rectangle. I have a piece of that designer series paper that I was just showing you, the one with the soft seafoam background. Good morning, Francine. Thanks for joining me. I have a soft seafoam card base. I've got some little pieces here. Let me just put those out on my desk. And this one measures 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored in the middle at 4.25. Okay, so our standard card size. So we're going to go ahead now and do some stamping first before we go to put this together. So I went ahead and I cut out some of those flowers from the paper that I was just showing you. So I used my dies and I cut out these 3 pansies. So easy, but I could not resist, I couldn't just cut them out of paper. I had to do some of the die cuts and some stamping because that's where it's at, right? The stamping is where it's at. So we're going to do some stamping on these pieces here. And I did cut them out of basic white. And my favorite way to stamp on these is to put them onto a silicone mat. So I'm just going to bring in my silicone mat, and it's basically just for, so that I can see a frame of reference, because you can't really see I can anyway, when it's white on white. So I want to show you how easy it is to stamp with these products. It's so easy. So I've got this one here, which is basically let's bring in our stamp set. It's our largest flower die, right? Flower stamp. So I'm going to need both of these. I need this one, and this one, because they do work together. So let's grab some blocks, and I'll pick those up. Grab those, and let's do some stamping on our pieces of white. Okay, so let's just straighten you up so you can see towards the bottom of my work surface here. Okay, I think you can see me. Okay. All right, so we're going to stamp a pansy, and we're going to use the pale papaya for the background first. So you can use, what I like to do is use the lightest color for the background stamping, okay? And then we're going to accent it with Calypso Coral. Okay, so what are you probably asking yourself? Well, what is the background and what is the foreground? Foreground for stamping. So this one here is a solid stamp. So I'm going to ink that up with my pale papaya, my lighter color. And then here's the beauty of these dies, you guys. They're so easy to line up. Basically, all of the pansies have a little dip here at the top, a little tiny little valley. And that's what I use as my little frame of reference. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up over top, stamp straight down, straight up, and there's the background of my pansy. So now this one here is the more detailed image, and that I'm going to use with Calypso Coral because it's a darker, just a nice darker shade. And then we're just going to do the same thing. I can see clearly where I'm stamping with that gray background from my silicone mat. So there I've got my accent on there. And I've got the inside part of my pansy that's wide open. So we need to add our details to that. So let's bring back our stamp set. We've got these ones here. These are for the inside of your pansy. So we've got, I'm doing the large pansy. Over here is my small pansy. And this is, I love that they did this with the case, because you can clearly see your stamps and you can clearly grab them. So I'm going to grab this one because it's for my larger. I'm going to need that one, and let's see. We'll see how that looks. I haven't done this card before, so we're just going to see how it goes here. So this one is going to be, if you're ever wondering what something is going to look like, you can always stamp on your scrap paper. So I'm going to stamp that with Calypso Coral. I'm going to come on in here. You can see exactly where it's going to go right there in the center. You can stamp straight down like that, and that adds a nice little bit of different depth and texture. And then I see that there's another smaller one here. So let's just bring that in and see. So we can stamp that in the middle, or we can stamp this one It's really up to you. Anything goes. I mean, no two flowers are ever the same, right? So we're going to do this little guy, and we're going to stamp that one using Pale Papaya, and we're just going to fill in the center here a little bit more, like that. There we go. And then there's a little teeny tiny stamp right there. Where will you keep your magnetic sheets with the dies? Good question, Linda. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I can stick it right on top of here. Like I can take the sheet and put it on here, but I did try that earlier and it's stuck. It's stuck to my dies. So the larger, thicker piece of plastic you could put over top and then put them in there. I do like putting them in there, so I do want to figure out a way to put these. I probably will put the hard plastic on top and then put my dies. I really do like having them there. But I will keep you posted what I decide to do there. Thanks for the question. Okay, I'm just reaching for my memento, and I'm going to use that to do my center. Let's grab the teeniest little block that I have here, and we're going to put that right in the center here. Whoops, and there goes my bloom. It's okay. So there is my pansy. Now I have another pansy shape here, this one right here. It's like a little bloom. It kind of looks like a tulip. So we're going to stamp that one in a different color. So let's get rid of my Pale Papaya and my Calypso Coral. And I'm going to grab my polished pink. And we're going to do that one in polished pink. So this one is this shape right here. Okay, so there's two. There's an outline, like a background, and then there's a detail. So we're going to do both of those. So you need lots of little blocks for this one, or you can just keep cleaning them. I do have I did invest in quite a few of this letter A, because I was constantly looking for blocks. And sometimes when I stamp, I like to make lots of cards. So I like to have them all on a block because it just takes time, right, to constantly take them off the block. So, let me stop here for 1 second. I'm just going to grab my scrap paper because I want to stamp off. I'm only using one color of ink, so I'm going to stamp off. So I've got my scrap paper, polished pink. So there's my first generation, and then I'm going to stamp right over top of my die cut, and then I've got a light pink. So then I'm going to take my outline, my detail part, and I'm going to stamp that straight on top of this little petal, like that. So then you get that nice detail on there. And I've only used one color of ink. So you can get lots of different looks by just using one ink pad. And now we just have to do our leaves and our stems. So let's grab our ink for those. Just close up my polished pink here. So we're going to do some soft succulent on the leaves. And let's bring back our stamps here. So we've got leaves here that we have background of the leaves, the back, the light part, and then we've got the part that goes on the top for the details. So I need to grab all 4 of those, and putting them onto the silicone mat actually helps me too, because I know where they are. They're not going to be on the paper anywhere on my desk. So just a little tip there about that, because sometimes when you're working with lots of stamps, things can go missing. We've seen it all happen on my videos here. Things get stuck to the bottom of my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. All kinds of stuff happens. All right, so I'm just going to clean up a few of these and put them away so that I can put my leaves. I need 4 blocks for my leaves. So let's bring in my case, and we're just going to take these off real quick, put them back onto the case. So about the die storage, let's talk about that for a second. I want to mention to you, there is a company in the US, Stamp and Storage, and they have amazing products for us to purchase to put our die cuts and our magnetic sheets. They have beautiful magnetic sheets. So if you're having trouble finding them, I know I've got messages from several people saying I can't find those magnetic sheets. And I know we're not going out to stores shopping right now. People are wanting to order. You can get those online at Stamp and Storage. And, it's in the US, so there is going to be a bit of a cost there. But I do think they have amazing products for us to figure out how to store our things, right? I may be investing in those. They have the magnetic sheets, and they're on thick cardboard, and they also have the plastic envelopes that you slide them down into. I've seen several demonstrators use those, so I may actually try ordering 1 or 2 of those. I think they come in a package of 5, so you know, I think it'll be good to look at some different options. So this leaf I'm stamping on here, this one, this is the design, and then we've got our longer leaf, and they're so easy to use because they've got another little dip in them that you can line up so fast. And let's do the other one. They kind of look like clouds, to be honest, but they do have, let me hold it up close to you so you can see. This is just the single back, I call it a background stamp, but when I stamped it, I can see that there is some variegation going on there on the leaf. So you could get away with just a single stamp, but I'm going to come in here with the top one, and I'm going to stamp with Evening Evergreen, and I'm going to add some detailing to that one. So again, I'm just lining it up over top, and there we get our two-tone look with the soft succulent in the background and the Evening Evergreen in the top. Love that. And we've got this one here as well. And again, it's got the little dip to match the little part that, you know, it's so nice that these stamps are just so easy to use, the stamps and the dies. So let's do the second one. And anytime you have a die cut like this that is just the outside edges, I always cut 2 at a time, you guys, because then I have lots to work with. So, you know, you cut your time in half, right? If you can cut 2 dies at once. So I'm just going to clean these up because I need a couple more blocks for my stems. All right, so just using my chamois here, pull these off and put them back onto their spots. And this one goes here. And this one goes over here. And I'm using in colors today. You could use any combinations of greens. You could use our Pear Pizzazz with Old Olive. There's lots of different combinations that you can use to get really pretty looks with the different colors together, right? I love that our in colors do coordinate with our regular colors really nicely. So I'm going to bring in my stems now. So I've got that one, and I also have this one that matches my die cut. And we're going to stamp with Evening Evergreen. Some nice dark stems. So again, I'm just going to stamp over top here. And this one, same thing, over top. Like that. Okay, so now we're done with that. So let's clean those guys up, and we'll move on to assembling this. I'm super excited for this card. I love all these pansies. They are so pretty, and you could do them, you guys, in any color combination. And I think this is definitely, I say this a lot, I know, it's a keeper. I have 2 pieces of cardstock, or 1 piece of soft seafoam and 1 piece of the Designer Series paper. Now this one measures 1/2 inch by 1 3/4, and this one measures 3/4 of an inch by 2 inches. Yes, 2 1/4 inch actually. So I've got the stamp that says thank you. The other really nice thing about Pansy Patch is it has really nice fonts. So the word thank you, you can always use thank you cards. I'm going to stamp that onto my soft seafoam here. So let's put that onto my silicone mat so I can see where I'm stamping. So just going to ink that up. We'll stamp that straight across here, like so. There we go. And now we are going to assemble this card. Okay. Let's just clean this up and make some room on my desk here. Cleaning as you go, it does take a little bit of time as you do it, but then when you're done, it's nice to not have a huge mess, right? To stay on top of it. So I'm just going to peel these guys off, put them back onto my stamp set. And yeah, I do like having these like this. I must say, it is so easy. Okay, So there we go. We got our stamp set closed. We're going to close this ink pad and close, whoops, this ink pad. There we go. Okay, now let's bring back our card base. So we have, as I mentioned, we have our soft seafoam card base and our layer of designer series paper here. So we're going to stick that, adhere that down, okay? So I'm just going to bring in my glue. This is the color that I don't use very often. Soft seafoam. I'm actually quite happy that, whoops, that they put it into this paper, this designer series paper, because it's going to force me to use that color more. You're probably asking, what am I doing with my glue? So this one's almost empty. So sometimes if it's almost empty and you're having trouble with it coming out the fine tip, there's another tip on the multi-purpose glue, and I really like it. It actually has a nice rubber spreader. I call it a spreader. So I'm just coming in here and putting some glue on the back of this designer series paper, and I'm going to mount that down onto my card like this. There we go. So then the next part is my basic white piece here. I'm going to do some coloring on that, because if you want to add a nice little background to your white, you can use color and our blending brushes. These were on back order for a while, you guys, but I ordered a package this morning, so I can vouch to say that they are now available. Go ahead and grab yourself a package or two of these, because you're definitely gonna love these. So I'm using, actually this is my green one. I have them designated for like basically color families. So I've got my purples here, my blues, greens, and I don't have one yet for my peachy colors, peachy yellow colors. So I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to press it into the ink pad. I'm going to start on my grid paper, and I'm just going to get a little bit of that ink going here, just a little bit of it off, like the stark part. And then I'm just going to come on in here over my piece. I'm just going to add, it's kind of like a halo background, like a little glow on the back of my card. So just a soft glow, just like that. And you could choose to do this with any of the coordinating colors. You could do it with soft seafoam if you wanted to. I'm just using our new pale papaya to add a soft hue. I don't know if you can see that from how far the camera is. I think you can. It's just a little bit of a soft hue. I just love, love, love the softness of these brushes. So I think that's enough. I just want a little bit just to brighten it up a bit. Okay, so now we're going to build our background. Okay, so we're going to take all of our flowers, bring them on in here, and I'm going to put all of these on dimensionals. So let's grab my package of dimensionals here. And we're going to come on in here and I'm going to put one on each of those blooms and two on my big bloom. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to, first thing I'm going to do is take my stems. I'm going to put a stem right here, and we're just going to use my glue, see if I can get this working. The other good thing about your silicone mat is if your glue doesn't want to work, you can go ahead and get it going onto your mat. It doesn't really matter if you make a mess, because everything that dries on this mat will, you can pick it up later, right? So you can put a dab of glue there. Here, this is another little tip I want to share with you. So you can put a blob of glue. There's still lots of glue in this one here, so I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to use it. You can do that, and you can use a Q-tip. So let's use a Q-tip. I have these little Q-tips that my friend Mimi brought me back from Vancouver. She went to I think it was a cosmetic store actually, and they have the little fine tip. So I'm going to use that. Dip it into your glue, and then just add a little bit to the back of my stem there. And we're going to put that onto our card base, like so. And then I'm going to bring in my blooms now. So let's peel off all the backings, and we'll get ready to put these blooms down onto my background. Okay, so we're going to put one flower right here, one of our pansies. We're going to put another one up here. And another one, we're going to tuck that in here, the little purple one. And I love, you guys know my favorite color is Blackberry Bliss, right? And there's Blackberry Bliss in this paper, and it's so beautiful. I just love it. So we're going to stick this one down here like this. And this one, I think I'll just move it down just a smidge. Okay, so let's see. We don't need our ink anymore. This stem here is going to sit on top of this little flower. This is going to attach, so I'm just going to add a tiny bit of glue to the flower. You could use a glue dot, but I've got my glue out here, so I might as well use it. So this is going to go on here like that, and I'm going to tuck that in over here on this part of my card. So I can grab a dimensional, put that on the back of that bloom, and then we can tuck that in. So I'm going to tuck that in here like this. And now our leaves. So we can use our leaves and put them in wherever we like. Like I can slide one in here. I don't have any glue on them yet. I just want to kind of just take a look here where I want to put these. So I can put one here and maybe another one over here. So I'm creating this nice blossom, this bloom of flowers and like a bouquet. So let's just put our glue on the back here. So slip all of these back out again, add some glue, and then we can go ahead and put them back into place. So where did I have this one? Okay, put it right here. There's no right or wrong way with flowers, right? I mean, they never look the same. No bouquet ever looks the same. You just make it pretty and add your leaves and the layering. Oh, so beautiful. So there we have our nice little bloom. Now, this is going to go on top of our cardstock base here, our card base. Let's just move this silicone mat off to the side for a second. So let's bring back our card base. Here we have it. This is going to sit on front, on the top like this. And I really think that needs to go on dimensionals. Give it some focal, important. It's an important part of the card, the popped up card, right? So dimensionals really do add quite a bit of impact to your card. So you want to definitely use dimensionals. I love dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to put this down onto here. Oh, I just love the colors. It just pops. It's so pretty. Okay, so this is going to go here. And my thank you is going to sit on top of that, like that. So we're going to put this down. Should I put it on dimensionals? Yeah, I should. Why not, right? We're popping everything up here today. Okay, so this is going to go on an angle like this. You could put it straight if you wanted to, kind of like it angled. And then I'm going to put the thank you on top. And let's grab that little bit of glue that I'm using up here. No wastage. Okay, so the thank you is going to go here. And now, okay, so this is what it looks like right now. We need to bling this up, right? You cannot have a card without bling. We have some really fun new products in our catalog, in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. Look at these. I have to show you. They're called Bumblebee Trinkets, and these, oh, they are so cute. Look at them. They're so adorable. They're bees, you guys, little bees. So I'm going to take one of those, and I'm going to attach it to my card. I've already used a bunch of these, so I got to get myself another package. I forgot to add those onto my order this morning. Too many things I needed this morning. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue dots, take one of the bees, and put it on the glue dot, just like that. And then when I lift it up, whoops, it should be stuck. Stick, stick, stick. Okay, so there's my bee. And this bee is going to sit up here in this white space like that. And that looks so realistic, like a real bee buzzing around the flowers. You can also kick this up a notch. You could add a little ribbon bow if you wanted to. You could add some twine around here. You could also bring your Wink of Stella in and add a little bit of shine. Let's do that. Got my Wink of Stella right here. And you can add some bling, some liquid bling. I call it liquid bling, to my bloom. So the Wink of Stella, I don't know if you can see the shine, but you squeeze the barrel and the sparkles are in suspension, not dimension, in suspension. And they come down through the bristles and they just add that nice iridescent shine to the blooms. So you could add that onto your focal point there. And you can make tons and tons of cards using this Pansy Petals suite. And I just want to feature that one today, and I will be featuring this one, many more times coming up. You know me. I love the florals. I love the pansies. I'd be interested to know if you like these pansies. Are they on your wish list? The paper, the dies, the stamps, it's also beautiful. And the embellishments with the bees. I want to invite you to shop from my online store today. If you are looking for new things from this catalog and you spend a minimum $60 order with me, I have a class package that I'm going to send you this month. And it is, this is a surprise, Party Puffins. I bought this stamp set. Love the puffins. And I have a class that is available to you guys, 4 cards that I will prep, and you will need the puffins, too many P's, Party Puffins. You will need the Party Puffins to finish your cards, but I will give you a sneak peek. You will get these. This is a class in the mail that you will get for free when you spend $60 in my online store in the month of May. I'm super excited about Party Puffins. So you could grab yourself the Pansy Patch bundle today and you will be ready to make all your pansy cards, but then you will get a surprise in the mail. You will get all your pieces to make some Party Puffins. And you won't see these cards on my blog or on my Facebook channel here. These are exclusive. I will mail you the pieces and you will see how to put those together. So I hope you will join me in all of my events this month. I have a lot of things coming up. I have my In Color Club. You can join that club. Please reach out to me before May 10th if you want to join the club and get your start on your 5 months of colors, and you will have them all at the end of 5 months. I also have my Stamp of the Month club, which is Pretty Perennials. So this is a $40 club and runs for 6 months, and you will get an exclusive stamp set every single month with 3 cards and the PDFs that will be mailed to you so that you can create 3 cards using your Stamp of the Month. This is my Stamp of the Month. So I've got Stamp of the Month, In Color Club, my Technique Club, my Scrapbook Club, and so many things. So I am super excited. Let me flip you around here. I am super excited about all of the things that are coming up with Stampin' Up! And I appreciate you all watching and sharing my video and coming back and joining me live every morning. Today's such an exciting day. Don't be surprised if I don't pop in again today. I have lots to share with you. This catalog is very, I was going to say overwhelming. It's overwhelmingly exciting. That's what I want to say. It's just so exciting. If you want everything, I really think you should get the starter kit. Just want to close my video with that again today because I don't want you to miss out on anything. So I hope you will have a wonderful Tuesday and you will come back and join me again tomorrow morning for some more stamping fun. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.